gives us a little cuddle before bed, but it's okay, we're just mates. So I counted 2 penises in the show tonight, which means the housemates have already joined in a long tradition of Big Brother nakedness. There was also a frank conversation about raw veg, and Mark finally opened up about his gay tortoise. Safe to say, another classic show. However, what did we learn? The longer the show goes on, the more I'm finding pregnancy very difficult. And maybe it's a pregnancy craving, but I've suddenly got a hankering for mini cocktail sausages.
No! It's just too small! It's so small!
It's a bit small! I've also been struggling to explain to my daughter how me and Daddy made this baby. Thanks to Aaron, though, I now know exactly how to describe it.
We're playing a shape-based game.
I mean, it's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult for us girls. I still can't work out how they failed the back-to-school maths task.
Like, in a year, I'll be 30. Well, I'm 28 now, aren't I?
She's got so much going on up there. Right, our panel tonight are decked out in their back-to-school gear. We have self-confessed Skyver Terry Christian. To his left, the geek who thought she was smarter than the teachers. It's Ellie Taylor. The girl who got detention for stealing sequins.
I borrowed them.
It's Alice Levine. Sequins? Really?
I don't want to talk
And
about
finally, the man who got caught on the swimming pool roof with a herbal cigarette. What else could you expect from Mr. Jamie East? And how about our very clever-looking audience? All of those facts, by the way, about the panel are absolutely true, aren't they?
Yeah.
Sadly, yes. Terry's like, yes, Guy, I've done what?
I just set myself a very low standard and failed to maintain it.
Should we chat about the show that we've just watched?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's. Right, the boys beat the girls in the Battle of the Brain. Terry, were you impressed by Anton's knowledge?
Yeah, I thought he knew a lot more than I thought he'd know.
He was a bit smug, though.
I thought you were going to go on then. I'm like, yeah. Oh, right, OK.
No, I'm just getting used to it. What school was this? You know, was it St David Van Days?
Something like that. I was quite impressed by it, I've got to say. But he was so smug with it.
Yeah.
Do you not
but
think?
You can't help it. I'm like that, unbearable.
Yeah, but rocking
You're
back on your
not.
chair.
No, I am. If I'm in a pub quiz and I get the right answer, everyone's got to know.
I am the brain box.
Look, I read that and remembered it.
Alice, you tried the task out, didn't you?
Oh, it's disgusting.
We're going to see it a little bit later on in the show, but were you surprised that the boys won?
I had to wash with wire wool. There were anchovies and, like, fish heads.
So you're telling me you actually put your hands in those tubs of gum?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Well, like that, obviously, not like what they were doing. I'm surprised any of them got it, because I couldn't think about anything apart from what I was touching. I was like, what is 12 plus 4? I can't do it. I'm going to be sick. But yeah, the boys, I didn't think between them they'd be able to work out that maths. No.
What about the general knowledge bit as well, though?
No, I didn't. Any of it. I didn't think that they'd have a chance.
Now, Ellie, the group were deducted 50 quid from the shopping budget. Do you think that they should have been punished harsher?
I think a little bit, yeah, because it's just a bit piss poor 50 quid, isn't it? It's not gonna make them angry. It's not gonna get them fighting. They're funniest when they're starving, aren't they? So they should have taken a lot away.
So much money.
Yeah,
that's such a lot of money.
It's not really a punishment.
350 quid for a week, Terry. Surely that will go a long way in the house.
Yeah, well, we were just starving because we kept messing everything up when I was in there, and they were whinging, and we were on like lentils and like chickpeas and Coolio.
Should have given you a general knowledge quiz. You know, shopping budget for stars.
No, they gave us ones that they knew we'd fail, and it was fine. Hungry, but everyone farting.
Nice.
Especially the girls.
Do you think Big Brother is still being too soft on them? We talked about this throughout the whole of Celebrity Big Brother. Big Brother needs to be harder. Should they punish them more? Should they be harder?
I think they're going to start getting a bit harder. I disagree. I think 50 quid out of the budget might not sound a lot, but the first things that always go will be booze, fags and sweets. So I think that
And as a percentage, Emma, that's quite a lot.
It's true.
So they're actually going to be left without the kind of the pleasures in life.
Yeah, but I don't think they really, as far as having booze on a shopping list to create entertainment, I don't think those guys really need booze, do they?
No.
They're all quite capable
Fags are always the ones.
of going crazy.
When you're in there, you want it, though, to take the edge off the day. I even had LaToya Jackson saying to me, I said, let's take these tokens and cash them in and leave them without any hot water so we can get some beer. And she was like the devil on my shoulder saying, do it. Because she knew who it would annoy. But I won't say.
Terry, let's talk naked conga. Mm-hmm. We can get one going in the studio right now.
Yeah, what it was, the thing is, that's not the bit I was worried about. It was Mark at the front, the bit that you're not showing, and then Tom right behind him.
Look.
I'd have eyes in the back of my head.
Sorry, I'm still watching Mark in there with everything flapping
let me
about.
just clean my glasses.
Do you think it's like bonding, or are they attempting to be zany?
I think they're just going a bit mad, and I think it is a bit of bonding, and it is zany. And then all the ones that have been a bit miserable are thinking we might be out in a few days. Let's liven it up a bit.
Okay.
Let's get our game on.
And nakedness is sort of their go-to, isn't it? It's like how we could have a.
What was your thoughts on the nakedness?
I might not have joined it. I don't think that's very appropriate to the house.
And any thoughts on Mark?
Well, he was when I interviewed him. He did tell me that he had an exceedingly small penis back in the interview, and I didn't believe him. But he actually has.
Do you think he has, Alice?
I think that he is great as he is, and he should embrace it.
Exactly.
He couldn't. What, with tweezers?
Anyway, it's not the size that matters.
It's all relative.
Ellie,
Size doesn't matter as long as you've got a big knob.
Ellie, were you surprised that Jay wasn't involved in the whole naked conga?
You'd think so a little bit if we're going to tar him with like the Geordie Shore brush. But he actually seems quite a little bit of a sensitive chap. He just wanted to talk about his feelings, even though he has established earlier in the day that he does like tits. He'd laid that out pretty clearly for us all to know.
Can I translate that, though?
Go on then.
What that is, if you don't talk about your feelings, you will never get your end away. That's what he's thinking.
No. What is the best way to avoid a naked conga?
Maybe just be like, oh, what's going on over? And then just go lock yourself in one of the other rooms.
But doing it
fully
without
clothed.
offending people, because they all tried to jump on Aaron, didn't they? And they got him
But
to
all the
try
girls
to get him
managed
to go
not to
in.
get naked. They
And
just
Tom
had to be
as well kept his pants on. What's he hiding?
see-through.
You find that the younger boys just went and put their swimmers on, didn't they?
Yeah.
They were like, oh, I'm not stripping off for anyone, I'm a little bit embarrassed. What did you think of the whole nakedness, Ben?
I thought that it's put me off pork sausages for life. That's the first thing I thought. No, but I thought it was a way of kind of opening up and embracing it and sort of trying to get to know each other and just trying to have, you know, sort
They'd
of let their
obviously had a
inhibitions
few
go.
drinks and they were having a good time, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have done it if I were them.
Okay.
If I was me, I would have done it. If I was them, I wouldn't have done it.
Jamie, do you have a question for Ben?
Yeah, what's wrong with you? You're looking pretty down to me.
Things ain't getting over. Listen to what I say. It's got to turn around.
There you go. Let's talk about Aden and Rebecca. Are we? That's exactly what I was going to say. Are we over it already? Yeah. I mean, it kind of hasn't even been a week yet, but are we a bit bored of the whole situation?
Well, I'm bored of it.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, it's really annoying.
What annoys you?
I mean, she went in, didn't she, into the house and said to Brian she was going to go in and tease the lads and things like that. And if she hadn't said that, it might have been a bit more funny, but it's just boring now, and it's week one? Not even the end of week one.
OK, before she went into the house, she filled out a questionnaire for this show. I think you can see it. Can we see it on the monitors behind everybody? Right, so chances of faking a romance to get airtime. 1, how embarrassing. So, Ellie, what is she playing at?
She's being a little tart. That's what she's doing. What she's basically done is be like an old lady who's found like a puppy on the street and said, come here, little puppy, I will let you hump my leg, I will rub your tummy, I'll give you a chocolate drop. And she's got pissed off because he's come back again for it. And she's just leading him on. Now she's got fed up.
She does encourage him, to be fair.
Yes, she does.
And I think watching tonight's show, it's getting really embarrassing and a little bit cringy to kind of to watch when he's trying to go, come on, let's cuddle. She's like, we are. And he's like, no, I'm cuddling you. You cuddle me. And then he licks her ear. And it's just a bit like, dude, I think you need to chill.
He means a naked cuddle,
just a little. I think he does.
Without our clothes. and much closer together.
Jamie, would you say there's anything he can do to walk away from the situation with dignity?
He just needs to stop. I mean, he's just been prick teased within an inch of his life, hasn't he? He just needs to move on, grow up a bit, and just ignore her.
That's the thing, because she's so young. He's so young. She should know better, and I suppose he needs to learn it, and he's just learning the hard way on national telly.
Bless him.
Poor little guy.
Go on, Ben.
No, I think he'll get a lot of sympathy from the public for it, though. I think that she's not doing herself any favours, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say this, and there's murders in my household about this, but I think we're looking at a possible winner with Arden.
Oh, I thought you meant Rebecca.
No.
I was going to say.
Never.
OK, on that note, I'm going to read on. Big Brother wasn't the first to probe their housemates' brains. We gave them a general knowledge test before they went into the house. And here is what happened.
Name the capital of Portugal.
Really little.
Beirut. I don't know.
Peru.
Oh, God.
Belgium.
I thought it was the capital.
Lisbon.
What is the most common elephant on Earth?
Water. Shit.
Rock.
I would think carbon.
Fire.
The blue elephant?
What?
Hydrogen.
What is 1/2 of 1/6?
That would be
3.
1/12.
Third. A third.
3/4.
12.
1/12.
Which planet is nearest to the sun? Mercury.
I've gone blank.
Mercury.
Fuck.
Mercury.
My little boy would be able to tell me this one.
My very easy method just keeps on naming planets. Is it Jupiter? No, it's not.
Africa. Africa is definitely close to the sun.
Name the 7 dwarfs.
That's a good one.
Like the ones that are on that new show.
Bashful. Small. Short.
It's horny one.
Homophobe.
Fat.
Token gay.
Fuck.
Sniffly.
And
In which museum is the Mona Lisa?
British or natural history? I don't care.
It's not Natural History Museum, that's got a slide. Western Heritage Centre.
My mum's just been there. Oh my God.
The Louvre, I believe.
Where was the Battle of Hastings?
Stonehenge.
Is it Hastings or Scotland?
Hastings? In 1066?
my mate's called Haste, and so his back garden.
I know it's 1866.
Hastings. Yeah?
Bet on the side. Right, as we're channeling a geeky vibe tonight, it seems the perfect excuse to call in Bet on the Side's head of internet maths, Christian Howes. Oh, that's a nice little applause for you. Now, Christian, I heard that 2 days before the end of Celebrity Big Brother, you predicted that Paddy would walk away the winner. How the hell did you do that?
Well, Paddy was the champion of the Republic. He had the positivity of the nation behind him when it came to being talked about online.
OK, so basically, this is what you do. For the people that haven't seen you on the show before, just explain.
Basically, I do stuff, and that stuff entails gathering up all the mentions of everyone to do with Big Brother on the internet, and I aggregate it all, and I create graphs and reports.
And you create graphs and reports from how many sites?
I think it's about 8.5 million.
Just a few. So, right, we're going to talk about a few different situations, and you've got some data to explain everything to us. We're going to talk about the most talked about housemates, but this means talked about in both ways, both positive and negative ways. So it's not a popularity contest of data that you've collected. It's positive and negative mentions.
Yeah, it's all mentions across all forms of media, including mainstream media. And what this allows us to do is just see who's being talked about the most. So nothing to do with popularity.
OK, so what have you found? Who is the most talked about?
Well, it's Mark.
Mark.
Followed closely by Tashi, Louise.
Really?
Aden and Tom. So what this looks like in the form of a line graph...
Don't you just love those graphics?
Oh, I'll go back if you want. Is, as you can see here, Mark at the bottom...
He's way ahead.
He went ahead. Over 80,000 mentions.
Really?
Yep.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
But again, both positive and negative?
Yeah, all mentions. All mentions.
OK.
Tashi in second place and Louise creeping into third.
I'm quite surprised about this. I mean, I know she's a very beautiful girl, but she has been quite quiet within the house so far.
Yeah, and I've got another graph which shows that in a bit more detail in a minute. But what's quite interesting is in the first 2 days, the boys were talked about mostly, but the girls seem to have found their...
Now the girls are coming forward. Now, you could probably tell us then how the vote is looking for tomorrow night, couldn't he? However, it wouldn't be fair, and we don't want to influence anybody, so we're not going to go there, are we?
No.
What we're going to do instead is talk about the most fancied housemates online. Let's start with the gentleman.
So here we are. So quite not a surprise.
Jay. Way out front.
Way in front with 28.9%.
Do we all agree with that in here? Jay, the most fanciable? Oh, split.
So I've created a fanciability factor of all this data, and that basically involves looking at the housemates' names alongside basically words like fit, horny, and so on and so forth. But they have to be...
So positive.
Yeah, but they have to be in context. So something like, I think Jay's fit.
OK.
But I don't think he's fit, but some people do think he's fit. Or I like Harry.
OK. Now, probably what is quite surprising, I would imagine, is that Harry is in second place.
Yes.
Behind Jay. Yeah.
Yes.
So it couldn't be, I don't think so-and-so's
No,
fit.
It's got to be
a positive.
Has to fit that pattern. So we're talking about, people talking positively about someone they'd like to go out with or kiss or marry or snog.
Interesting. I feel quite sorry for little Tom.
Yeah.
Aww. Should we talk about the girls?
Yes.
Let's see what's happening on their pie chart.
So this is their pie chart. Again, no real surprise with the standout
Louise
leader.
way out front, which we would probably imagine, right? Because she's super fit. However, Alex is in second place.
Yes.
Which I love. I think it's fabulous because I feel like she's a little girl lost in that house sometimes. She doesn't quite know where to go, and I love that people are loving her.
Very positive about her, and I think also, John McCurrick's favourite. So
yeah, boobies that are natural and big.
Yes.
How do you think the other girls would feel in the house? I think especially these three.
I don't think they'll be very impressed.
If they knew that Alex was beating them.
No, they wouldn't be very impressed at all. In fact, probably Faye wouldn't be very impressed.
That's the other one I'm quite surprised about, actually, because Faye's a proper beautiful girl as well, isn't she? And she is fourth.
Yes, languishing in fourth place.
Yes. So let's talk about the general public online and who they would like to see together as a couple.
So again, there's obviously lots of combinations and permutations of people who could get together in the house. There are 14 housemates. So what I've done is I've picked on 3. And again, what I did here was
3 obvious ones.
There's 3 obvious ones.
Yeah.
Based on recent activity. And what I've done here is I've again looked at them in context. So it's not just a case of their names being mentioned together. It's like I would like to see Rebecca and Arden together. So looking at a string of meaningful words.
Okay. And colour-coded.
As well.
I love a bit of colour-coding.
Just to add to the factor. So, and what we see here is from the beginning of the show, so from launch night, you can see there's a bit of speculation at the very beginning, and actually Faye and Jay...
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They have the most speculation, yet I didn't really see any of that at the beginning.
No, I think it's probably just a physicality, and probably their names, Faye and Jay McRae. What a perfect poetic
couple. And they
couple.
both like working out.
Yeah, and they're
both got brown hair.
Protein shakes and stuff, so that's probably why. But then as we've gone through the series so far, we can obviously see the 3 big events in Rebecca and Aden's sort of rocky relationship, with Mark just sort of coming up behind in the final peak.
Okay, and this is Rebecca and Aden as well.
Yes.
But they also mentioned Rebecca and Mark way in the beginning as well, which I didn't really expect either.
No.
OK, now on over the weekend, there was something... Sorry. Something quite interesting happened, didn't it? With asparagus.
It did, yes.
Online.
It did. Basically, on Saturday's show, I don't know if anyone saw it, there was...
Of course they did. Loads of people saw it. Everybody's watching it. Christian!
They had a woman who could predict things with asparagus.
An asparamancer. Yeah.
And it was a fantastic piece, hosted by Alice. And what I noticed online was the mentions of asparagus actually rocketed. So there were,
really?
Yeah, so, you know, the
down to our show?
Yeah, all down to your show.
Alice, are you proud?
Could not... This is my life fulfilled now.
It's kind of like having your own child.
It is a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Slash a vegetable, yeah.
Christian, thank you so much. Christian,
Cheers.
everybody.
Thank you.
Well, the internet has spoken, but now it's time for you to have your say. Here are all the details you need to save your fave.
This week, Aaron, Harry and Tashi face the public vote. And this series, you can vote by phone or via Facebook. Who stays? You decide. To save Aaron, call 09016 161701. To save Harry, call 09016 161706. To save Tashi, call 09016 161713. Calls cost 36p from a BT landline. Calls from other networks may vary, and from mobiles will cost considerably more. Or simply go to our page on Facebook, Big Brother UK, and follow the links. There's a minimum Facebook credit purchase of £1. One vote on Facebook will cost no more than 7p. For full terms, channel5.com/bbvote. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show.
So, Big Brother's IQ task turned out to be an excuse to gunge housemates with stinky fish soup cunningly disguised as a fancy quiz. We sent Alice up the hill for a closer look.
Okay. Oh, God. I'm never, ever eating tuna again. Here's a sum for you. 13 buckets of gunge plus 4 Tupperware boxes of fish skirts and 3 bottles of Thai fish sauce. What does that equal? A slightly sadistic Big Brother, I think. Pollyanna, what the hell is going on? What is this madness? There's a heady smell of fish heads in the air.
So we're splitting the housemates into boys versus girl.
Look at the state of that. Oh,
go ahead.
We're getting tasky team things. Look at Pollyanna's concentration face. When she covers her nose, it means it's going to be a good task. Yep, look, covering the nose. Good task. I'll be honest, no amount of money, and Big Brother obviously do pay me quite handsomely, would make me get in there.
Get the 7 and the 8.
The addition alone seems to have floored them. Easy, so 18 plus 24, 44. 8 times 17, carry the 1, 112. Oh God, we've nearly lost Alex to the bucket. And it's all kicking off. The task team are going wild. Look at them. Look at all this activity. Sort of. I've got a little bit of a concern that there is an accent missing on the A. Should be a little chapeau on there, so that actually just says pate.
Change that. It's fish paste.
Can be fish paste, yeah, good. Yeah, I've just given them the go-ahead to change that. So the task team are on it, yeah. As you can see, behind me there's a big meeting going on regarding the typo that I flagged up. I think this is a Jamie Oliver recipe, isn't it? What did I say? Did I say paste all along? Did I say paste all along? So what's it going to be? It's going to be paste. Jesus. Do you hear that? Do you hear that back chat? Oh, God, you guys.
There?
Oh, yum. I think the boys might have got it. And that recipe and all the details will be on the website, so you can make that at home. It's great, just like with a summer salad or a nice rustic bread.
Alice Levine, are you being a very naughty girl and pissing off the task team.
Did you hear that, though? All I asked for was an extra S.
What's going on? Right, we've been banging on about the 3 nominated housemates for a couple of days now. But there are 11 other people in that house. 1 week in, what do we think of them? Let's go straight to the audience. Who are your favourites so far? Let's start with you.
I'm a Louise fan.
Louise
Being
fan,
a northerner.
Northern girl.
Aaron.
Hello.
I like Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
I like Jay.
I like Jay, because you fancy him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ben, who are you tipping to win? I know you've mentioned
Eden and Jay, definitely. I don't actually think, controversial again, that we have any female winners this year. I really don't. I think the guys, the guy, you know,
Do you think the boys are outshining the girls?
Yes, very much so.
Jamie, do you have a question for Ben?
What's wrong with you?
Terry, are you liking the kind of softer side we're seeing to Jay? He's been a little bit quieter. He couldn't open the Marmite. He was in bed the other night instead of in the pool naked, and he was saying how much he liked Faye and quite fancied Louise, but he wouldn't do anything in the house, and he was kind of being all gentlemanly.
I thought he was being sneaky. I well admire him. But and also the Marmite thing, because I've done that before, you know, when you try... And then they get it, but you've loosened it, haven't you?
Oh!
You're the one who's loosened it.
Terry Christian, I'm not going for it.
Do you know, really, I still think we're waiting to see the winner, yeah. I think, yeah, Louise is bright. She'll come out a bit more, so we see more of her. I still think Rebecca is, you know, I'm not bored yet of her annoying that Arden. And it'll be good for him anyway, won't it? Sort of thing he should have learnt at the youth club when he was 15.
Ellie, are you enjoying the kind of sexy young house that we have?
Yeah, it's kind of nice. It's like kind of Big Brother 1830, isn't it? Without the like, as wonderful as the carols and that have been in previous series, it's fun. We've seen Willies. You know, what else is going to happen? Who knows?
We've seen Willies. It is like you're at school. I've seen a Willie.
What school did you go to?
One way you see Willie.
That shouldn't have happened.
I went to an all-boys Catholic grammar school.
And he saw lots of Willies. Right.
Our only sex education was swerving the pedo priest.
Ooh, Terry Christian. Apologies if you are said person. Right, I'm going to make an exclusive prediction. I love it when I get grams. Right, I think the older guys, if they stay in, are going to sway the younger girls. So your Macy's of the group, Maisie of the group, people like that of the group, who are kind of tending to go around Anton and Aden and boys like that. I think they're going to get sick of them. They're going to gravitate to the older guys. Jay's going to go over there with them because he's going to get sick of the young ones. He's going to form a new group, and they're the ones that are going to go through to the end.
Good prediction.
End of exclusive prediction. Does anybody agree? No, Ben?
Yeah, no. I still think, you know, Arden, Jay, all the way.
OK. Well, Terry, do you agree?
No, I think you could be right there, because I think they are going to get a bit bored, you know, pretty soon. I can see... Imagine, I think that Rebecca does really like that Mark.
Do you think that's genuine?
When I saw him doing that dance. Remember that one, that dance?
What dance?
Yeah. The funny dance thing. I was scared.
Am I missing something? Are we missing the over 30s, Jamie?
Well, I thought we were going to miss older people, but I really think that it's been quite a genius move keeping them 30 and under. But I think Aaron and Harry are kind of compensating for that, and they're doing a really good job of it. I think Aaron's a really good housemate.
You're shaking your head. Why are you shaking
I just think Aaron's behaviour in tonight's show just showed how much of a child he actually is. I mean, spitting his food out in such a way and having a bit of a strop and sitting on the floor talking about triangles in such a childish way. He's not really acting like a big grown-up.
I think he is a grown-up, but I think he's just having a bit of fun as well. I'm very immature and I'm 55. Right, so let's move on to Heaven. Is she on the verge of becoming a hellish housemate? Before we discuss, have a look at what happened earlier on tonight.
Do you know where the wine is?
Do you know what? Let's all put a bit of wine in.
Oh, was it finished?
There was only one bottle. I'm not even drinking it.
I did ask everyone, but yeah, can some of this. The situation's
Thank you, Louise, for your consideration.
You just have that one. I'm not going to drink then. It's cool. Cause
No, I'm actually... Do you know what? I'm cool with this.
No, it's fine, because I'm not...
Heaven, have a bit more.
All of my friends are excited.
This
doing that homemade brew at the bar.
I'm not having one.
I really honestly feel like you don't fit in.
But I don't fit in. And I'm not here to fit in. Because fitting in means you're trying to fit into somewhere. I'm here to be myself, and I want to be all of us included.
A lot of people don't get you. You can't make an omelette without breaking eggs.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? So listen, this is these eggs breaking. At the end, you're going to get this beautiful omelette. You know when you said there's not enough potatoes? Do you know why I never said nothing to you? Because I knew in about an hour you'd make me chips. But that's what I'm saying. We're all sisters, and we'll all argue, we'll all fight, we'll all get upset with each other.
Is this about egg or potatoes, Jamie?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a beautiful omelette in my life.
It's a proverbial frittata, isn't it?
What are they talking about?
Life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
All right then, let's have loads of food and drink-based puns. Now, you mentioned Rebecca and Mark, and you mentioned that you thought it was quite genuine.
Oh, yeah.
She said that she thinks he's genuine and that he could win it.
Yeah, maybe he could. Like I said, I just find him a bit scary, that's all. Because he did that funny dance.
No, he's going to win it.
Ellie, Jamie, do you think he's going to win it? Ellie, what do you think?
No, I reckon that it's really obvious he's just putting on an absolute act the whole time.
He thinks
Surely,
he's a clown.
Yeah,
I'm so
crazy and zany.
Yes,
like the whole
Ellie,
time.
yes, what
He
Ellie
is getting
says.
on the nerves.
I copied her homework.
Do you think we've seen a genuine Mark yet? Seeing as the two girls don't... I know you two boys do, but the two girls, do you think we've seen a genuine Mark?
Probably little glimmers of it, but he's just so aware that there are cameras there the whole time.
Does anyone in the audience think it's been a genuine Mark yet?
Yeah.
He gets on my nerves a bit. I'd rather they had Jedward. What happened to them?
Alice, Rebecca has picked out certain boys that she says have game plans.
Yes.
Is she one of the cleverest people in the house, or is this her way of manipulating maybe the easier-minded people in the house?
I think she's really savvy. I do think she's really manipulative and kind of has a better idea than a lot of them what's going on. And yeah, she's picked out Anton as perhaps crashing and burning with his attempt to just basically pull everyone. Apart from we noticed Alex. He didn't try to pull Alex, did he?
I really like
I guess she just was missed off the list.
It's not 10 to 2 yet. I meant in his mind.
And finally, we have 14 housemates still in the mix. Who would we like to see come out of their shell a little bit? Ben, let's ask you first.
Alex, come out.
You'd like to see Alex come out of her shell?
Heaven.
You want to see Heaven come out of her shell? Why Heaven?
She just... I think everything about her is just fake at the moment.
So you want to see the real Heaven?
Heaven.
You don't think we've seen the real
all that,
one?
oh, babes and... no.
Okay, so Heaven, Alex. Anybody else?
Louise. Yeah, Louise and Faye as well.
Louise and Faye. Anybody else?
Faye, definitely Faye.
Faye, definitely Faye. How about you guys? Anybody else you'd like to see come out? Let's go a lot across the panel.
What, come out? Aaron. No, sorry, Aaron.
Come out of their shell.
Yeah, that's what I said. Aaron.
Okay, let's move on because we're going to run out of time. Still to come, we've got all of today's news from the house. But first, over the last 24 hours, you lot at home have been sending in your questions for the nominated housemates. Earlier today, we went up to the bungalow to give them hand in hand to Big Brother.
Oh, sorry. Did you just elbow her? Yeah, pretty much. Sorry, Tashi.
Hello, bit on the side.
He didn't sound enthusiastic at all.
Hi, bit on the side.
If you could have any magic power, what would it be and what would you do with it?
It would be... to be able to grow things on trees. Anything that you want. For example, sandwich bags.
I'd like to be able to lay eggs.
Housemates, can you do any impressions?
I can do a rat. Face that way.
Not a chance.
Face that way.
I can do a bird.
I knew it was you in the bedroom, trying to keep everyone awake.
What would you like to be reincarnated as?
I would like to be reincarnated as Louise's quilt.
I wouldn't want to come back because, I mean, it's bad enough doing it the first time round. I don't see why anyone would come back for a second time.
If you had to bring another housemate home to meet your family, who would it be?
I'd take home Louise because...
You bastard. I think I'm going to have to say Mark, because if he sees this and I didn't say his name, he would be very, very, very upset.
Without saying the words, you haven't seen the real me yet, or I have so much more to give, why should you stay?
Just because I don't have any more to give.
I would like to eat some jelly.
Because I really want to be here. I've made the most amazing friends. I'm having the coolest time. And it's just about acceptance for me, being accepted.
Housemates, it's the final question. What would you like your catchphrase to be?
I think a lot of people seem to think that I say oh dear quite a lot, so oh dear.
Be true to yourself.
Catchy.
Don't eat beef, eat fox.
Oh my God!
Welcome back to Bit on the Side, where naked congas are a nightly occurrence after the show. It's time to catch up with the news from the house today. Yesterday, Big Brother granted Jay a qualification of some sort. I don't quite know what it was, but it's apparently given him a renewed thirst for knowledge, such as finding out the origins of this whole Big Brother thingy.
Why do you think they're called Big Brother? Big Brother?
Because of Orson Welles.
Yeah?
Because of Orson Welles' book.
Who's Orson Welles' book?
He wrote a book in 1984, and it was about the society watching.
About this?
Well, not about this programme, it was written in the 80s.
Well, he wrote a book about this situation?
Well, kind of, about, you know, like a big eye. Like society looking down on an experiment.
Oh, right, so this is an experiment. Cool.
Yeah.
So we're like lab rats, really, or something?
Essentially.
And it was a book, and the book's called 1984. That's what year I was born.
Ah, that's cleared it up, Aaron. It was Orson Welles. Romance alert, everybody. Earlier today, Faye confided in Tashi that she fancies, wait for it, none other than Geordie J.
That's the only thing I would. How many times in school you did? Sorry.
You don't ban me from my bed.
Who's banned you?
It's always like, it's weird, both you obviously feel the same thing. You guys have got a lovely friendship. And
It's really sweet, isn't it? Like last night I was stroking and stuff, I thought, you're so sweet. In my head, like if I ever have a good looking guy friend, it's hard for me to differentiate the difference between...
go with your heart. And if you end up doing something, you end up doing something.
But wherever there's a man, a Rebecca is never too far away.
I don't think I'm actually getting a tan from this, guys.
The sun's not come back out yet.
No, but I just find it hard to tan anyway. I'm not too sure Adams.
She's playing a dangerous game, that one, but I kind of love it. Right, Alex has been given her first secret mission. Yay! She's been a bit quiet, has Alex, so I bet she was so excited when she found out.
Alex,
What?
Big Brother would like to set you a secret task.
Oh, no.
All you have to do is take a little walk
Yeah.
for 2 miles in just 1 hour.
It's more than welcome.
Right enough, yeah?
Calm down,
No.
Alex,
Oh.
congratulations.
Oh, yay! Oh, I see, I knew it. I knew I'd done it. I knew it. Piece of piss.
And for that piece of piss, Alex won non-alcoholic cocktails, fizzy wine, chocolate and fake tan for the girlies. Yay! As we saw earlier, the boys won their school task, and as a reward, they were given full rights to control the shopping list. But Big Brother even gave them the option of purchasing some male luxury items. I wonder what they chose.
one person. I reckon we could get that. Okay, what about this? What about the radio-controlled toy car?
What's 300?
And then just spent 40. Imagine we just got that and then spent 40 quid on beer.
Mark and I think it would be spiffing to get Scare Electrics for £300 and the rest in beer.
Great. Right, in 24 hours, one of that lovely lot will be out of the house forever. You better vote now to save your fave.
This week, Aaron, Harry and Tashi face the public vote. And this series, you can vote by phone or via Facebook. Who stays? You decide. To save Aaron, call 09016 161701. To save Harry, call 09016 161706. To save Tashi, call 09016 161713. Calls cost 36p from a BT landline. Calls from other networks may vary, and from mobiles will cost considerably more. Or simply go to our page on Facebook, Big Brother UK, and follow the links. There's a minimum Facebook credit purchase of £1. One vote on Facebook will cost no more than 7p. For full terms, channel5.com/bbvote. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show.
I've come up to the swanky production village, as you can see, very, very picturesque, to meet Jamie Sutcliffe, live producer extraordinaire. Jamie, let me in. Jamie, come on. Well, actually, first of all, should we go in and look in your...
No, not in here.
Just in your little lair?
Secret.
What?
Love you, but no. Let's do it here.
What?
Top secret in there.
Where are your... Was I the only one told about the fancy dress?
Yeah, you are pushing a look. It's
awkward.
It's quite fun. Harry Potter-ish.
Ish, yeah. It's kind of a cheap
Gorgeous.
Harry Potter. Now, you're obviously live producer extraordinaire. That's the title you have to be given.
Yeah.
Just makes ask you for tickets all the time.
They do, but some of them want to watch it at home, which I understand.
Lazy, yeah.
And then if they come, I don't see them, so they may as well be at home.
And how long have you been working on the show? Because they might just be a bit bored of it by now. And they're like, Jamie, stop asking us to come to work with you.
This is my 5th series.
5?
Yes.
They've employed you four times after realising...
Nearly 2 years. Amazing.
What
May
a
4th.
sham. What an absolute sham.
Yeah.
Now, tomorrow night, big night.
Big night.
Eviction
First
night.
eviction.
That's some copyright-free eviction night music for you there.
Got a good voice.
Thank you. I get that a lot. So, are there any twists in the tale for tomorrow?
They're not twists, but it is live, so we kind of keep things up our sleeves. But there are some fun things we've added, which are going to be fun, because we're 2 parts tomorrow night, 9 to 10, 11 to 11:30, so there's 2 separate shows.
Greedy, shameless plug.
Yeah, of course.
We're cutting that out, or we can't, it's live.
Live.
So there's nothing you can tell me, no little secret bits?
No, I can't.
What about, let's talk walk-on music then, because
Right.
we can talk about that.
Yeah,
so
okay, yeah.
when said evictee comes out of the house, have you thought about the music?
It's a 4-horse music race.
Right.
Yeah.
Hit me.
CeeLo Green.
Obviously.
Could be a bit of Dappy.
Goes without saying.
Could be a bit of Derulo. Bit of the Jason.
Yeah, man.
Could be a bit of Cover Drive.
Okay, Curveball.
Urban.
Who the sweet who now? Is that because you get it cheap? Cover Drive?
Cover Drive,
What's
Urban.
That? Oh, very urban.
Yeah.
Far too urban for me to know about.
Maybe a bit of the Saturdays.
Okay, that's a 5-horse race. That's,
Yes, 5.
That's just too much.
That's kind of a roving one, yeah.
Always the Saturdays as a backup. Now, who's for who?
Well, we kind of change kind of from Thursday to Friday, and we change our minds, and we kind of think something might go for somebody and it doesn't work, but we always have quite a lot of options.
The word shambles springs to mind, ladies and gents. Well,
No,
a bit on the side, we've got some suggestions for you.
Right.
I'm losing my faux glasses without lenses. Okay, what do you think of this? Black Eyed Peas, Shut Up. That's a Tashi.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Could work.
Yeah, could work.
We've got Mr. Vane, Culture Beat for Aaron.
Tune.
Love that.
Maybe, yeah.
And finally, Harry, Foxy Lady by Jimi Hendrix.
Controversial.
Controversial indeed.
Like it. Maybe Hunting High and Low,
Oh, love that. All
See?
good ideas.
Yeah.
What do you think, Emma?
I think it's wonderful ideas. Wonderful ideas. Love AHA. Love them. We're in the digital box. Henry, what's been going on since we've been on air?
Since we've been on air, it's gone from heated with the arguments in the house to steamy with the first man-on-man action of the Big Brother house
A real
this year.
man-on-man kiss?
Yeah,
Show me. Have you
I've got a little
clip,
clip here.
Okay, can you see everyone at home?
Oh,
So this is Aaron and...
it's great. Oh, there we go. Whoa, here we go.
What's happening? Oh! That's proper snogging.
That's all you get, though.
What?
That's all you get. If you want
No.
to see the whole clip, you got to go on the website, man.
Okay, so did they tongue and stuff?
They tongue, and Tom came out with the quote, I fondled his woolly.
They cupped.
There's full...
They cupped and tongued.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you can catch that on the website right now. Right, tomorrow night's an eviction special, when I'll be joined by the first evictee of the series. So it's on the website as we speak. A little bit of man on man. Good night.
Enjoy.